Hello and welcome to Gaming is Therapy. I'm DEFY Reality and today I'm bringing you episode number 40 of our EFL Fantasy Football. And of course it is time to reveal those magical points. But before we get into that, what a cracking weekend of football. Derby battering Portsmouth 4-0. Lampard picking up some massive points for Coventry and 2-1 win over Hull. Preston, they've got to feel pretty hard done by in the 1-1 draw against Leeds. Leeds dropping points away from home yet again. Sheffield United are still looking absolutely fantastic, but they added 2 nails into the back of Wazza. How long does he have before the chopping board comes down on him? Wrexham dropping points against Cambridge. Who foresaw that? I certainly didn't foresee that personally, especially with Wrexham being at home. And of course, Peterborough playing in yet another goal fest. I mean, they drew 3-3 with Rotherham. They then lost the 3-1 to Wycombe. They had the 5-1 against Blackpool, the 6-1 against Cambridge, and now the 4-3 against Crawley. You are certainly guaranteed goals with Peterborough. That's just some of the highlights of the weekend. The other highlight from the weekend is the fact that we have grown in size. So we need to welcome some new players to the league. We'll do that before we get into showing you the league. So we've got Winning 11, Lord Reds, Terriers FC and Inzuma 11. Welcome aboard, fantastic to have you. We're going to start off with having our standard look at RandomGeezar. So overall, it's safe to say it's pretty much bland. So Wycombe and Sheffield United coming massive for him with their 9 points each. Obviously, it was a great move to captain Ashley from Salford getting a massive 22 points. Cooper done him a good service in goal with his 9 points. Then he started to be let down a little bit. You've got Sims and Cleworth, or as we like to call him, Cleggs, with 9 points between them. Expected more out of Cleworth, but then again, as I say, who expected Wrexham to drop points to Cambridge at home? I just didn't foresee it. Archer let him down in the middle of the park with only 3 points. Up top, he went with Lowe and Cookie, both 2 points each. I'm glad I didn't put Cook into my team. The easiest way to sum it up is it's unfortunate. It's one of those weeks. It's one of those weeks that we all have. The bigger question is, will my week be better or worse? And it's worse. Didn't think it could get worse, but it is actually worse. So 9 points from Sunderland. I accept that one at certain points during the day. It didn't look like Sunderland were going to get the points for me. Leeds, absolutely disappointing. Honestly, watching the Leeds game was, Preston were a better side. They should have capitalised and they would have seen that game out. But do you know what? The one thing I will give Leeds was their absolute resilience. They forced their way back in the game. I feel Preston took their foot off the accelerator and allowed them back in. They got back into the game and they done what a side does when they're not playing well. They got a point. They didn't lose. So full respect to Leeds, but yeah, I did not expect them to drop points at Preston. So from a perspective of the team, Trafford, 3 points. Disappointed, but you know what? I'll take it. It's Trafford. It's fine. I'm happy with that. They played in a close game. He conceded a goal, so I'll accept it. The Demon in defence, captain, 22 points. What can we say? The man is just a legend. Absolutely love him to bits. The Dream back 3 didn't fulfil my dreams this week. So Kirkin, 2 points, really disappointed. Sunderland were a little bit disappointed, even though they managed to get a 3-2 win. Cleggy, look, we know he let me down. We'll take the 5 points, but it's disappointing. Bellingham in the centre of park got 11 points. Do you know what? That's massive, considering the last time I used him, he got a red card. So we accept that. We accept that. Gilby next to him, as you know, that would have been Pokey, but Poco is out injured. Had a feeling about Gilby. I like the look of the fixture. I like the look of his form. And of course, when you put that all together, it equals 2 points. So well done, John, for doing that. Absolutely fantastic. Alfie May, 6 points up top. I'm not going to say I'm ecstatic, but you know what? After recent performances I've had from Alfie May, I'm actually ecstatic. So we accept that. We take that. The biggest question is, we know I'm not going to be top of the table. Who will be top of the table in game week 19? And because we've grown so much, we're going to have to do this in 2 slides. Yes, we're going to have to do 2 because I can't get it onto one screen to make it look nice and pretty. So we'll start off simple. Congratulations, Bo Jong Swan. Top of the table, finding that form that he found a few weeks ago. Had that little stumble, but going into that Christmas period, he's picking up some form. We like to see it. 78 points. Second place, Intimate Champions with 75 points. Waymaker back up there in third place with 71 points. It's been a long time since we've seen Waymaker near the top of the table. And wait, that means bragging rights this week go to Mrs. Jones. Waymaker FC has the bragging rights over EFL Fantasy Josh. Not sure Josh is going to be impressed with that one, but it is what it is. That's the joy of fantasy football. Welcome, Winning 11, to the league. league. 4th place, 70 points. Congratulations. Luckett has dropped down a fraction. 70 points though for Gooding and Co. Another new entry into the league is Lord Reeds. When I say Reds, someone's going to have to tell me how to pronounce that in the comment section below, because I feel like I'm butchering it and I feel it's really straightforward and I'm reading too much into it. Yeah, I'm just reading too much into it. Anyway, 6th position, Lord Reeds, 65 points. And now we move on to the lower half of the table, because there in fact is 12 of us in the league. 7th position, RandomGeezar, 65 points. He's above me. That's demoralising. So this week in 8th place is myself with 63 points. I'm holding that dreaded wooden spoon. 9th position, another new entry to the league. Welcome Terriers FC, 61 points. 10th position, quite a slip. Maximum Effort down in 10th position with 53 points. That's a bit of a shocker, I've got to say. 11th position, another new entry into the league. Inzuma 11 with 53 points. And something I don't think any of us expected to see, EFL Fantasy Josh in 12th position with 45 points. That is a really bad week. That's a bit of a shocker. But let's have a look at Team of the Week, which is, of course, Bojong Swan. What did you go with? What cheeky lineup did you concoct this time? Well, that's a really well-rounded team, I've got to say. So Wickham, 9 points. Chesterfield, 11 points. Solid as a rock. Stansfield up top. I should start picking him over Alfie May. I've got a thing about Alfie May, and it all goes back to last season because he banged in so many goals. I have this stubbornness that Alfie May is going to score 20 goals this season, and he's clearly not going to score 20 goals this season. Centre of the park, he went with Adams and Hammer. Nice little concoction there, I've got to say. 20 points between them. Fantastic little picks. He's got Strotter at the back with 9 points for Sheffield United. That was a nice one. O'Connell knit him down a little bit with a 4. Captain Cleggy for the 10. And then Keeley in goal for the 7. That's a nice little team. It's a nice little team. It's nice and balanced. Some decent points. The only one who you could really argue's let him down is O'Connell. If he chose a different defender, I don't know, the demon in defence, it would look even better. But yeah, we accept that. That's a fantastic return. It's great to see Bojang Swan picking up some points and showing that form that has led him up the table. Now, the big question is, not only with the new entries, but how much has this week impacted EFL Fantasy Josh on the overall table? Don't panic, because we're going to have a little look-see. Okay, so first off, it's the top 6. EFL Fantasy Josh, of course, is still top of the table. No one won enough points to overtake him. But I'll tell you what did happen in a minute, where you can see it, obviously. So EFL Fantasy Josh, top, 1,523 points. Second place, Intimate Champions, 75 points on the week. A 30-point gain, 1,501 points. Third place, Bojong Swan, 1,500 points. Those top 3, it is just super tight. And our new entry, Lord Reeds, 1,497 points in 4th place. That makes our top 4 just ridiculously close. It's fantastic. This is what we like to see. This is why we play fantasy football. It's going to go down to the wire, and game week 21 is going to be massive. Absolutely massive. But we're not going to worry about game week 21 just yet. 5th place, Terriers FC with 1,433 points. In 6th place, thankfully, with 1,423 points is my good self. So let's get into the bottom section of the table. 7th position, Maximum Effort, 1,373 points. Waymaker, 8th position, 1,361. RandomGeezar in 9th position, 1,329. New entrants, Winning 11 with 1,306 points in 10th position. Gooding & Co, as we know, hasn't played all the weeks. He's in 11th position with 1,264. And a new entrance into 12th position, Inzuma 11 with 1,197 points. It'd be interesting to know, Winning 11 and Inzuma 11, if you guys have missed any weeks, that'd be just nice to know. Let us know in the comments section below. Don't be scared. Don't hide away. Let us know in the comments section below. But what a week. And that top, honestly, the top of the table is really hotting up. Game week 20 is going to be severely tense. It's going to be tense. And then we go into game week 21, that long period of triple games. I'm pretty sure it's triple games because game week 21 starts on Boxing Day. So we will have content out in time for this. I've got to think, when does game week 20 actually end? Game week 20 ends on the 21st. Yeah, it ends on the Monday because the last game of game week 20, of course, is Crawley against Birmingham. 8 o'clock kickoff on the 23rd. So the points video will be coming out on Christmas Eve. Then the team video will be coming out on Boxing Day. Oh, it's going to be tight to turn that around, but it's going to be fun. Game week 20 is going to be really, really massive. There's some really interesting games as well. It's not one that I'm personally looking forward to making a decision on who I'm going to pick. But game week 21, good Lord, it kicks off at 1 o'clock on Boxing Day with Leyton Orient against Crawley Town. And then it finishes at 8 o'clock. January the 1st, 2025 at 8 o'clock with Sunderland against Sheffield United. What an absolute banger of a game. Another interesting game on that day, 3 o'clock kickoff, Colchester United are playing away at Swindon. Just saying, if for any Jack Payne fans out there. Not that I want to put ideas into your head, but we did maul them. Oh, it's going to be tough. It's going to be competitive. But that's where we're going to leave it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, comment and subscribe. Other than that, you know what I'm going to say. We will catch you later.